Hello guys, welcome to today's video. It is bloody hot outside, so in case I am sweating or whatever, please ignore because I'm just doing my best to not look like a mess because that rhymed. But it's just so hot outside, and my room my room has this big window, so the sunlight just directly comes in and then it just gets really hot. So yeah, and I can't even turn on the AC when I'm shooting because my AC is kind of loud. So anyway, that is not how I wanted to start this video, but welcome to the video guys. I don't know if I said vlog, but welcome to the video. Today I thought of doing a sit down video and doing an assumptions video for you guys because I personally love watching these videos, and yeah, I just thought it kind of helps you guys get to know me a little better. So it's a fun way of doing this, and I am actually going to keep this as unfiltered as possible because that's the fun of it. And I got a lot of questions on Instagram actually. I posted a story I think 2 days ago, and I got a lot of questions, so I've just taken screenshots of all these assumptions that have been posted about me, and I'm going to start answering them one at a time. I've not actually picked any, I'm just going to go randomly and answer as they come, but let's get started. But also guys, by the way, it is my birthday week. I am going to be turning 28 on the 11th of May. That just sounds so old. I feel like I'm getting so old guys, but it is what it is. That's life. But it's my birthday on the 11th of May. I'm actually not, it's not the same anymore honestly. This is the second birthday in lockdown this year. So, I mean, it is what it is. I've just accepted it, but I want to try and make this birthday count. The reason why I brought up my birthday was because I want to talk to you guys about this NGO that I'm supporting. I want to quickly talk about this and then we'll get into the video of course, but I've been supporting this beautiful NGO called CFTI, which is Center for Transforming India. They're doing such brilliant work guys. They've been basically supporting the underprivileged people, especially in Maharashtra and like the grassroots areas of Maharashtra. They've made a hospital, they're giving free treatments, free food and all of that, which is amazing. And they've also been focusing on providing as many oxygen concentrator machines because that is the need of the hour. So basically I have started this campaign with them. It's a drive where we're trying to raise as much money as possible to basically increase the supply of oxygen concentrator machines, which is so important. Please go and check out the link that I've mentioned down below. You can read about CFTI and also understand the cause that I'm supporting. If you guys can donate anything, it could be as small as like 100 rupees or whatever, that could at least help someone get a meal on that day. So yeah, just try and do your bit guys. If you feel you can help in any way, please do. I'm going to leave all the information down below, and it would mean the world to me if you support CFTI because it is an NGO that I really believe in, and I'm just really happy about the work that they've been doing for our community, and we should maybe join hands as well to support them. So yeah, anyway, let's get right into this video guys because I feel like this is going to be a long one. So if you guys want to grab a coffee or something, please do that. The first one that I really want to address, it was actually all over my previous YouTube video as well, in the comments, and then of course I got them here as well. A lot of you think that I have gotten my lips done. Now let me just quickly tell you that my lips have started looking different. Like I have noticed it myself. Even Siddharth actually asked me recently that have you done something to your lips? They look different. But guys, basically what happened is, this was I think about 4 to 5 months ago. This was in January. I got this weird lip infection. Now don't get cringed about it because it isn't as bad as it sounds, but I basically got this lip infection because I have a problem of basically lipping my lips, and like I keep doing this all the time without knowing it. So basically what happens is, if you keep licking your lips, it eventually gets this weird infection where it swells up and it gets red over the lip line. So that is basically what happened to me, and then my lips started swelling, and it basically looks like I've done something to my lips. My lips almost look botched, but they're not. This is what it is, and in fact my doctor took a while to even figure what happened because this isn't very usual. So the first time he gave me some ointment that didn't really help, and then I think after a month he kind of figured what it is. He actually showed me online that this is what's happening to you. He showed me some pictures as well, and I was like, yeah, that is it. So now I'm treating it. It is getting better, but sometimes it does get aggravated again, so I have to be very careful with what I apply on my lips and all of that. I will kind of maybe leave something down below for you guys to read about this in case it's happening to you as well. But whatever it is guys, don't lick your lips. I know it sounds weird, but it causes infections. I had no idea. And then it also got aggravated because obviously, like, because I am constantly shooting, I'm constantly applying lipsticks and all of that, so I kept, like, you know, making it worse, which was bad. So that is what it is. I've not got a lip job done, I've not done anything, although I'm not against it. It's just that I'm scared of injections, and nor do I want bigger lips. I'm quite happy with the way my lips look, but in my case it was an infection and I am treating it, and I haven't done anything to my lips. And I totally understand why you guys thought I did something, because I've been so conscious about my lip line, and I don't believe I'm putting it out there on the internet because it's kind of embarrassing to say it, but it is what it is, guys. Alright, next one. So from whatever I've been looking at, the majority of questions are about two things. One, about the fact that you guys think that my parents are very rich and I am spoiled and I don't have to do much to fend for myself. And the other one is about Siddharth and me and the wedding. So I'm gonna start addressing whatever I think is that you guys might want to know. Starting with, you are the tallest in your family. I'm actually not. My brother is the tallest, and my dad and I are the same height. Actually, I'm 5'8", and my dad and I are exactly the same height, and then everyone else. So my brother, then my dad and I, and then everyone else. You don't do street shopping. It's actually true, guys. Like, don't get me wrong, but when I was much younger and when I was in college and stuff, I used to go street shopping. I used to go to Hill Road and Kolaba, and I've noticed that, you know, I would end up spending a lot of money there unknowingly, and then when I would come home, I wouldn't actually end up using any of that, because when you see, you know, really low prices, you get carried away and you end up buying a lot without really needing it. So I used to go street shopping when I was younger, and then I felt like it was quite wasteful because I didn't end up using a lot of it. So I stopped doing it. So I would rather, like, buy fewer things but from quality places, if that makes sense. I still would maybe, you know, go indulge in street shopping every now and then, especially when I'm traveling, like especially when I'm in a foreign country. I love going street shopping. Like, I remember I'd gone to Bali with Siddharth, and, you know, we spent like hours doing street shopping in Bali because it was so different and it was fun to look at all of those things. So I do street shop. It's just that in Mumbai I've stopped doing it because I feel like it's the same stuff and I don't end up using it a lot. So yeah. You make a lot of money through shoots and you only shoot for big brands. So obviously, like, the kind of money that I make has changed with time. Like, when I started out, I used to work for peanuts because I didn't even know that, you know, I was kind of doing something that I would get paid for because it was all new to me. So yeah, with time I have been getting paid well, and this is basically what I do for a living. So yeah, that is the best part about my job, that I am my own boss and I can kind of decide how much I want to charge for a certain project. There are no rules here, and if the brand feels that I really fit into the project, they will pay the amount that I ask for. So that's a good thing. And when it comes to big brands, I don't know what this exactly means, but I would work with a brand that I relate with. For example, if it's a startup and I feel like it's a product that I really like and I want you guys to know about it, I will probably end up working with the startup. And sometimes, in fact, because it's a startup, I won't end up charging as much because I know that brands like those don't have enough money. But yeah, it's not like I only work with big brands, although, like, of course I love working with some of the big brands. I've, you know, worked with some of the biggest brands in the past 2 years, which I'm really grateful for. It is an accomplishment for me. But I also work with startups, and yeah, the money is good. You were slim since childhood. So I also noticed a lot of these questions about my body weight, you know, talking about the fact that I have good metabolism, I've been thin all my life, and I don't have to work out as much. And there were also other questions that said that I'm very disciplined about the way I eat and all of that. So let me just address all of that in one go. So guys, when I was really young, like Diva's age, like 6, 7, I wasn't really a chubby kid. Like, I was quite lean. But then when I went to the higher grades in school, and, you know, we had certain pocket money to go and eat McDonald's and like some junk food and all of that, I would definitely get carried away and I started eating a lot of unhealthy food. You know, I remember I would eat Maggie every single day at 5 p.m. while watching Pokemon or Doraemon or whatever, like, if you guys remember that phase. But yeah, I grew up eating like unhealthy because I don't know, I was a kid and I was just eating whatever I could, and I put on a lot of weight. I remember there was a point where I weighed like 62 kgs and my waist was like 32. So that was basically the largest I've ever been, and that was when I was really young, like when I was 13. And then when I went to 10th grade, I started losing all the weight. So I'll get into that story maybe some other time because it's a long one. But I had to lose all that weight, guys, and I've worked very hard to lose the weight. So after I lost the weight, I kind of understood, what it takes to be healthy and fit and what is good for you and what isn't. So I've been watching what I eat ever since, but at the same time, I love food. So I kind of try to balance it out. Like, I also eat everything that I like, but in moderation. I try to work out as often as I can, but I am not someone who's blessed who can just eat whatever and not put on weight. That isn't me. So yeah. Okay, this one's interesting. Someone said that you've been secretly married. No. I mean, I was supposed to be married in April. 25th April was the day Siddharth and I was set to be married, but we couldn't get married because of the current situation. So I'm not married as yet. I am engaged, and hopefully we will get married soon when the situation kind of eases and things get better outside. But for now, I am not married. Your friends and family are your priorities. That is so true, guys. For me, like, my first priority will always be my family and my friends, my loved ones. Like, I live for them. I mean, they're literally my everything. Literally, I am that person who will keep my phone aside when I'm spending time with my parents or like diva or whatever. For me, that really matters. So yeah, if I have to choose between like spending time with my family over like, doing something else, it will always be my family. But at the same time, I am quite, work oriented. So if I have a commitment, I will do that. But of course, after that, I will come back home and just leave my phone aside and, spend quality time with my family. So it's all about striking the right balance at the end of the day. But the priority will always be the family. Okay, another really common assumption about me was the fact that I'm a really picky eater and I don't eat street food and I'm always eating salads. That's so wrong, guys, because I am the biggest foodie. I am someone who is a little like unsure about eating from just about anywhere, but if I know that the place that serves the street food is like hygienic and like clean and all of that, I will indulge. Like some of my favorite street food places in Mumbai are Ram or Sham in Santa Cruz for Pani Puri. Then there's Elko Market in Bandra. So like so many amazing street food places. But I of course try to be as careful as possible. I don't eat from just about anywhere, but I love street food, and if the place is clean, I will eat there. And I am a big foodie, guys. So yeah, I'm not just about salads. I love my pav bhaji and like my vada pav, and like I also love my ghar ka khana. Like dal chawal is like my jam, so I will any day pick dal chawal over like something that's from outside. So I love home food and I also love street food. I don't know where this is going, but I am a foodie is what I'm trying to say. Siddharth since college. That's so true. Siddharth and I started dating just after 10th grade when Siddharth and I went to 11th standard basically. So yeah, we pretty much know each other since then. We've been dating for almost 13 years now. Your relationship with Siddharth hasn't changed much over the period of time, and also there was someone who was asking about the fact that if we've broken up over these years ever. So let me address that. So Siddharth and I have literally never broken up over the past 13 years. We've had fights just like any other couple, but thankfully we've never like really broken up. We've had major fights, we've had major misunderstandings just like any other couple, but we've always figured a way to work it out. We've also in a long distance for 5 years, and I'm so like glad that it worked out even then. We were very supportive of each other. And coming to the second question about the fact that our relationship hasn't changed much, I disagree with that, because I feel like a relationship only grows with time, and of course Siddharth and I have also evolved with time. In fact, I feel like if anything I love him even more than I did back then. So the love in fact grows, it becomes more unconditional with time, and our relationship has evolved. We've become full-blown adults now, and I love what we have. You work out every day. I wish I worked out every day, guys. Like, I don't know what it is, but at least like since lockdown, like since last year, I've been so bad with my workouts. Like, I'm not as motivated because I'm a very outdoorsy person. In fact, I didn't even like gyms. Like, I wouldn't work out at the gym with my trainer, so we would always do outdoor workouts, and right now it's not the safest to do so. So I've not been as motivated to work out, honestly. I try to like do dance workouts at home or like go down for like a quick run or whatever, but it's not as often. I would say I work out like 4 to 5 times a week. But yeah, I don't work out every day. You've had a very fancy childhood. So I have grown up very comfortably for sure. My parents have worked very hard to, give us a very comfortable life, but they've always taught us to value what we have, which is the most important thing, guys. So I've always been very grateful for everything that my parents have given me. I've never taken anything for granted, and in fact, I've been someone who has wanted to be independent as soon as possible. So I remember, like, as soon as I finished my masters, as soon as I finished my graduation, I wanted to go and finish off with my masters and get started with work because I just wanted to start earning my own money. So yeah, I have had a very comfortable childhood, but at the same time, I started, living independently also at a very young age, which I think I'm very proud of, and my parents are very proud of as well. So yeah, I come from privilege, but at the same time, I also really value everything, and I'm very grateful for everything. You've always been a fashionista. So I've always grown up around fashion, guys. Like, my mom is someone who was iconic to me, like who's always been iconic to me. Like, she always dressed up and went for her shoots and all that. So my mom is a hairstylist and my dad's a makeup artist, in case you guys don't know. So they've always, been around movie sets and like shows and fashion shows and all of that. So my mom's someone who always dressed very impeccably, like she was always super presentable, and she always told me that it's very important to look a certain way, like to basically take care of yourself. So yeah, I've always grown up looking at my mom be so like perfect. So yeah, with time, when I got older and I started understanding fashion, I did look up to her and try to copy what she did and all of that. I feel like I got into fashion because of my mom, and also my older sister, Manju Didi. She's also been someone who's really like been into dressing up well and stuff, and her daughter and I are actually just 2 years apart, so we would always spend summer vacations together. So every time I would go to a house, Manju Didi also really inspired me to get into fashion. So my family in general has been like super inspiring in a way for me to get into fashion. So it kind of runs in the blood. That you spend a lot of money. I do spend a lot of money sometimes. Like, I wish I was a little better with my spending habits, in the way that I am a very like impulsive person. I don't think a lot, but at the same time, of course, I have understood the importance of investing your money and planning for the future and all of that. With age, you do understand all of that, but I also started earning at a very young age, as I said. So initially, when I got all that money, I didn't understand how to handle it. My parents did help me out, of course, but then they also let me do whatever I thought was good for me. So I've learned with time to be more responsible with money and to invest and to plan your future and all of that. But at the same time, I'm super impulsive, guys. Like, if I go shopping and I like something and I can't stop thinking about it, I will probably end up buying it. There have been times that I regret buying stuff, but mostly, like, I've learned to be cautious about what I buy. I do think about it like 5-6 times, and if I can't stop thinking about it, then I'll go buy it, otherwise I won't. So I've grown with time, I'm evolving, I'm getting better, but I used to be pretty bad with money. You and Siddharth are already looking for houses together. So Siddharth and I have actually already set up a house together. We were ready to move into it in April, as I said, but we've not started living together as yet, but we've already made a house together, so that is the best part. It's basically one of the highlights of this year for me. I'm very excited to start living in the new house with Siddharth, of course. So yeah, we have a house, and we will start living there together once we get married, because my family is a little old school that way, and so is Siddharth's family, so we've not started living in. I'm still living with my parents, but we've figured out the house situation. You are a shy person in real life. So I actually used to be super like shy, guys. So let's get into a bit of a story time actually. So I started working at the age of 19. My first job was as a fashion intern at Grazia, and that was like one of the most intimidating places to be at, honestly, for a 19-year-old back then, because like I'm sure you guys have seen all those Netflix shows and fashion magazines and all of that, and let me tell you, it is what they show. Like, it is pretty intimidating because everyone's like so well dressed and everyone knows their shit, and like, here I am, a 19-year-old who hasn't really done a real job ever, and this was like my first internship, first real job, surrounded by all these intimidating people. So of course, like, I I was really shy, and that kind of added on to it. But that job at the same time added on to my confidence, because at the end of it, I learned so much, and I felt like if I could do that, I could do anything. So that just added to my confidence. And then I went to London to study, and I lived alone for the first time. So that again made me a much more independent and confident person. So I used to be a shy kid, but with time, as I've grown older, I've become a more confident person. But socially, if you ask me, I still kind of sometimes go into a bubble. I'm more comfortable around people that I know, and sometimes people take that as me being uptight and egoistic and all of that. They think I'm not a very friendly person, but the fact is that I am just a very shy person, and I take time to open up, especially with strangers. And yeah, I've gotten better with time, but yeah, I could be a shy person sometimes. You want to have children. Wow, we're getting into that now. I mean, I'm getting married, but that doesn't mean that I want children. I am so like focused on what I want out of my life right now. At least for the next 5 years, I want to focus on my job, and then maybe Siddharth and I will get into that conversation. But right now, Siddharth and I are both super focused on our jobs, and we've not really had a conversation about having children. Maybe in the future, sure, we might want to do it, but as of now, we've not thought about it. I might want a puppy, guys. I am trying to convince Siddharth to let me get a dog once we move into the new house. So that might happen. So I feel like if we end up getting a puppy, we will get busy with our dog, and then we'll eventually have kids. So that is the plan. Focus on your job, get a cute doggy, then maybe get a kid, and then carry on with your life. So that is the plan. You believe in zodiac signs. So I actually don't believe in zodiac signs. This is so strange about me. Whenever there are like those articles in magazines and newspapers, and now obviously on Instagram, when they write stuff about your zodiac sign, especially predictions, I don't read them. Like I literally will just like scroll by it and I won't read it, because I feel like if I read something and maybe if it's a negative thing, I won't stop thinking about it, and I will actually end up making it happen, if that makes sense. Because I remember when I was like really young, in fact when Siddharth and I had just started dating, we had this major fight, okay, back then. And I remember I read something in a newspaper about my zodiac, and I felt like the fight happened because of that. Like I started blaming the whole prediction. I started blaming the whole fight on that prediction. So I'm a little weird that way. So since then I've just decided to not read into all of this, because it messes with my head. So I don't believe in zodiac signs. I don't read all of that. I'm sure it actually, I mean, it might be a thing, but for me, I just don't read it. So I just don't want it to like affect me. I don't like predictions. Like I don't like people predicting my life, because I feel like I am the driver of my life. So I don't want anyone telling me what will happen to me, because I mean, I am the one who's doing stuff to my life, if that makes sense. I believe in God, but I don't believe in people predicting things. I don't know where this is going, but yeah. You've had no struggle. Okay, I think this video is getting really long, guys, and we still have a lot, but I'll take maybe like 2 questions. You've had no struggles in life. Yes and no. So of course, like a lot of people have much bigger struggles in life. I am in a very good place in life, and I've been quite blessed that way. So I've not had struggles in life per se, but I mean technically everyone struggles in some or the other way. Like I have worked really hard in my career, and we've had issues in the family just like anyone else. So there are struggles in everyone's life, big or small, but I do feel that I don't really want to call what I went through as a struggle, because I know that people have it worse sometimes. So yeah, I think the answer would be yes and no. Okay, this is really funny. You were bad in studies. Oh my god. Guys, like when I was in school, okay, I was a very bad student. Like I was almost too scared to study, like if that makes sense. I didn't know how to study. I don't know how to like describe that feeling, but my mom would always have to go to the principal's office to collect my report card, and this was until 9th grade, I remember. Like from 6th standard to 9th standard, I was really bad at my academics. I would always fail. I was really scared of like my science teacher and my maths teachers and stuff like that. I remember there was a time when I went to a park with my grandmom, and I ended up seeing my science teacher at the park, and I felt like I was going to fail in the exam that I just gave, and she was going to tell my grandmom about my marks, so I ran away from the park. Who does that? And then my grandmom had to like, she got so scared, she started looking for me all over, and then I called up from the landline saying that I'm home. So I was just like petrified of academics, and then after 10th standard I got better at it. In fact, like I started, scoring really good marks after that. So that was a part of my childhood where I really sucked at academics, and my mum had to, poor thing, always go to the principal's office to get my report cards. I think, guys, I'm going to end this Q&A here because there are so many. I think we could do a part 2 if you guys want one, but this was fun. I feel like, we kind of get to know each other better. Also, guys, please do leave comments down below with video suggestions, something that you guys want me to do, because I'm gonna try and shoot as much as possible again. I really want to, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And also, guys, again, just a reminder, don't forget to go check out the NGO link that I've left down below. If you guys want to donate anything, please do. It'll really mean a lot. And I will probably, let me know if you guys want me to vlog my birthday, actually, because I'm going to edit this video today and post it. So today is the 6th of May, I think. So my birthday is on the 11th. So if you guys want me to vlog my birthday, let me know. I will try and do it. I'm obviously at home, not doing anything. I'm just going to be spending time with my family. But yeah, I could vlog my birthday. Let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And stay safe, stay home. Lots of love. And I will see you guys soon.